What's going on, everybody? Maverick here, and I am bringing you a crazy skill build today. This skill build, I have been trying to work this in as long as I can remember, but up until this latest patch, 9.1, basically you haven't been able to use your assault skills at all. Alright, this build is called my skill assault build. Alright, let's dive into this thing. This thing's a monster, gentlemen. Straight monster. Alright, so basically there's two specializations you can run, and this is going to be up to your whatever your preference is, really. Alright, Technician and Demolitionist. Those are the two things. The big thing you want to look at with the Technician, of course, basically if you're running up against Black Tusk, you got your damage to the drones, the skill proxies, and robotics, man. Take down those dogs super fast. Alright, also with the Technician, everybody seems to forget this, but your armor kit can also heal your skills. Alright, very important, guys. Tremendously important. Alright, also, because you're going to be having your skills out a lot, having the Faraday field with the not immune to shock and disruption, boom, that's incredibly important. All right, 15% armor when aiming a skill isn't really going to come into a play, but you also get 10% more skill damage, so that's also going to come into play. Demolitionist, the big thing to remember is it makes you very well rounded with burn resistance by 20%. You give all your group members 5% damage to targets out of cover, and of course, you get basically your extra explosive life for all those pesky grenades. You just get to ignore one explosion every 60 seconds. Extremely nice. Probably the biggest part of this build, though, the reason why I personally choose Demolitionist is twofold. Artillery turret, because that gives you AoE, and it gives you an extremely viable source of AoE damage, but it also gives you the SHD CPU V.2 rather. Okay, this is going to increase your turret by 10%. 10% more damage, gentlemen. I haven't found a single skill mod that even comes close to this thing, gentlemen. Moving right along, though. The big thing you're going to want to look at is the build is actually extremely simple, very easy to use. All right, two skills: the assault turret and your assault drone. All right, and basically you're just going to stack. Skill damage. More damage, more haste. That's all there is to it. Cooldown is 10 seconds. It does a whopping 109,000 damage unbuffed, gentlemen. Once you start rolling in those buffs, it just goes up and up and up, man. Skill drone, assault drone, same thing. 11.4 seconds cooldown. You can get that down a little bit further with the right builds. All right. 3 pieces of Wyvern wear is highly recommended because you get skill damage, status effects, and skill duration. All right. Normally, skill duration doesn't matter, but now that our skills are surviving much longer than they used to, all right, having 20% duration just gives them that little bit extra to carry on that little extra damage. I mean, because you're not really using any explosive skills, having extra explosive damage, all that stuff that used to be super viable, really isn't coming into play now. All right, 2 pieces Hannah U. All right, Hannah U gives you skill haste, skill damage. By far the 2 most important things that you can look at. All right, basically, talent-wise, preferably Overwatch. All right, Overwatch gives weapon damage and skill damage up 12%, and that applies to not only yourself but also your teammates just by simply sitting in cover. All right, that's stackable with all your other teammates' buffs. So If your teammates are rocking something else, giving them bonuses, they also get the 12%. So just remember that. This build by far does not need an exotic. It's just extremely helpful. All right. You can use something else if you prefer or if you don't have it, but Acosta's Go Bag is incredible. All right. Having the one in the hand, throwing a grenade refunds it and grants +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. Having your skills hit like trucks for 15 seconds and it's only got a 60-second cooldown is phenomenal. All right, gentlemen, phenomenal. Let's go down and let's look at those skills. All right, so with the assault turret, we're looking at a 55% increase to damage. I mean, we're looking at almost 180,000 damage per shot with the assault turret. All right, gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than that. All right, assault drone, same situation, only this time, again, 55% increased damage. All you have to do, gentlemen, every 60 seconds, just throw a grenade. All right, just throw a grenade. That's all it takes. It's insane how much more damage. This gives you having 55% more damage for 15 seconds, that burst, it just absolutely melts things when you need it. You can rely on this almost all the time. Pay attention to what you're doing, know when to use it, and just melt through them. Another viable option, of course, is Creeping Death. I like it a lot. The ability to spread status effects is always nice. Unfortunately, there's not a lot going on there. A lot of people that I've seen are trying to use the Hannah Yu specific signature bag. All right, that does work, but with this build, I'm relying on staying in cover and out of harm's way because you're not going to be rocking any extra armor here. All right, you're going to be a little bit squishy. All right, now that being said, if you would like to run Technician and use that +1 skill power, by all means, you'll just have a bonus skill tier all the time. All right, this is a 6 yellow, 15 minor yellow batteries all the way. All right, maximizing skill haste, skill damage. Gentlemen, this thing just straight melts. I tested it out this morning. I'll include the gameplay footage on Heroic. Gentlemen, this thing burns through enemies with zero problems. And, the Striker drone, that was the biggest problem with this build to me was the Striker drone could not stay alive. Now, it has absolutely no problem. You will kill things long before they kill your drone. But anyway, gentlemen, I hope you have fun playing around with this build. I've had a straight blast with it. Straight blast. But anyway, thanks for listening. Hit that like if you like it. Please subscribe. I'm bringing all this content to you every single day, every single week. But anyway, you've been listening to The Maverick, and I'm out.